Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Buddy Fry, and let's queer up business. Chick Feel Gay pop-up serves pride with a side of protest. In Chicago's Lakeview neighborhood, Pride Month got an extra crispy twist this year. The Void, an Italian eatery with a bold personality, hosted a one-day Pride pop-up that made national headlines and local hearts full. They called it, quote, Chick Feel Gay, a sizzling parody of Chick-fil-A, the chicken chain known not just for its fried fare, but for its donations to anti-LGBTQ groups. The pop-up served up chef and co-owner Danny Kaplan's delicious take on Chick-fil-A's famous fried chicken sandwich, waffle fries, and nuggets. But it didn't stop there. Guests also got slices of cake decked out in the colors of the Progress Pride flag, a sweet addition Chick-fil-A has never dared to make. In a now viral Instagram post, The Void declared, "We took the sandwich and we left out the bigotry." Even the logo got a makeover, a rainbow-tinted reimagining of Chick-fil-A's branding. Beyond the parody, the event had a purpose. 20% of all proceeds are going to Brave Space Alliance, a Black, trans-led queer center on Chicago's South Side. It's especially meaningful since Chick-fil-A has announced plans to open a new location in the very same Hyde Park building where Brave Space operates. Chick-fil-A has faced long-standing criticism for donating millions to groups promoting conversion therapy and anti-LGBTQ leadership restrictions. But with Chick Feel Gay, Chef Kaplan, it isn't just flipping chicken. He's flipping the script. I love this story because it's reminding Chick-fil-A about how stupid they can actually be. You know, we just did a story about Million Moms having a meltdown over a model for 6 seconds on the screen being trans. Why are we worried about that when we have people like Chick-fil-A sponsoring all these anti-LGBTQ hate stories?
Yeah, so much. I mean, they just opened one near me. I live in North Miami, and they opened one on 163rd about maybe a year ago. Buddy, the line is always out into the street. Like, it is constantly full of people that must love that hate sandwich that they're giving out, you know? And I know that most people don't know, right?
Yeah.
That's at the end of the day. I see people posting on Facebook, can't wait for Chick-fil-A to open, and you want to go and mess up their whole day by saying how awful Chick-fil-A is, but you don't, you know? And you know, politically, exactly. They just want to go get a milkshake. That's all they want, you know? But it's full of hate, and that's the thing. Now, big shout out going out to The Void for doing this. A great job. I've only got one issue with it, okay? Why did you do it on a Sunday? You should have done it on a day that they're open. Chick-fil-A closes on Sundays, okay?
Maybe they're listening. They'll do it another day.
You know, but that's what they should have done it on a different day. That's how you really go. Oh yeah, you want your hate sandwich? Well, we've got this rainbow piece of cake right here for you. You know, and the food looked amazing. Like, I would go and check out this restaurant now just by looking at the menu and the pictures of the food. I mean, I think it's fantastic what they've done. And what cojones? If you don't know what cojones is, go ask somebody who's Spanish, okay? To do this, because they're probably. I mean, again, that's a big company. Chick-fil-A is a big conglomerate.
And 20% goes to the charity.
Yes. Yeah. A trans black. Okay. Yes. I mean, you don't get no better than that.
I mean, come on down to Fort Lauderdale. You can do it. You know, it's just next to the Tesla dealership and across from that Chick-fil-A on Federal. We'll get 2 birds with 1 stone on a Saturday. You know, we'll have the people.
July 4th.
Exactly.
That's a great idea.
I'm normally a big critic of rainbow capitalism, but this was a very fun, sweet thing. The charity, I think, was a great thing to do, and it does remind people of Chick-fil-A. I wouldn't get mad at people waiting in line just because there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. Like, we're screwed no matter where we go half the time.
Yeah.
But this is something you can at least do to, like, help people. And I kind of do want that rainbow cake. I can't.
Send that over, okay? Send that over. UPS. We'll wait for it. And that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.